Hey coach, my shoulder keeps clicking every time I work out. It's so annoying and it just won't go away.
Oh, that? Yeah, that actually happens to a lot of people.
Is it something I should be worried about?
In most cases, no. But it does depend on one important thing. Does it hurt when it clicks?
No, not really. It just clicks.
Then it can be easily fixed in just a few simple steps. But before I show you how, I think it's better if you first understand what's actually causing it.
Okay, fair enough. So what's causing it?
So there are actually two reasons why your shoulder might be making that sound. The first is called cavitation. You see, your shoulder joint is surrounded by a fluid called synovial fluid. Its job is to keep everything in your joint moving smoothly. Think of it like the oil in a car engine. Without it, everything would grind together. Now that fluid has gases sitting inside it. When the joint moves in a certain way, those gases form tiny bubbles. When those bubbles pop, that creates the sound you hear.
So it's just like cracking your knuckles?
Exactly like cracking your knuckles. Same thing. And just like cracking your knuckles, it won't cause any actual damage. But the reason you hear it more during a workout is simple. When you exercise, you move the joint more. And the more you move it, the more bubbles form and pop.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense. Now, what's the second cause?
The second cause is tendon snapping.
Tendon what?
Picture this. Wrapped around your shoulder joint is a whole network of muscles and tendons. When you move your shoulder, those tendons have to travel over bony surfaces inside the joint. When everything is working properly, shoulder movement feels smooth and quiet. But when the muscles around the joint are weak or the tendons are tight, that smooth movement breaks down. Instead of gliding over the bone, a tendon can catch onto it and snap across. And that's what creates the sound.
Okay, this one sounds way more concerning.
It can be, but here's the important thing to know. Tendon snapping on its own is usually still harmless. The problem is that it often signals something worth paying attention to. Tight tendons and weak muscles around the shoulder don't just cause clicking. Over time, they create the conditions for real injuries. The clicking is almost like an early warning sign that something isn't quite right with how the joint is moving.
So even if it doesn't hurt now, it could become a problem later?
Exactly, which is why it's worth fixing even when it's painless.
Okay, so how do you actually fix it?
3 simple steps. The first and most important is fixing your form, specifically on pushing exercises like the bench press and push-up.
What's wrong with my form?
Remember that second cause, tendon snapping? One of the biggest reasons that happens is elbow position. Most people flare their elbows out because it gives them a little more power, but that position puts a lot of stress on your shoulder joint, which is what causes tendons to catch and snap.
So what should my elbows actually be doing?
They should be tucked in, not completely touching your sides, but somewhere around 45 degrees. At that angle, your shoulder joint is in a much safer position, and there's far less stress causing that tendon snapping.
That's something I've never even thought about.
Yeah, most people haven't. The second step is strengthening the muscles that stabilize your shoulder, specifically the rotator cuff.
What's the rotator cuff?
It's a group of 4 small muscles that wrap around your shoulder and keep the ball of the joint sitting properly in its socket. When they're weak, the shoulder has less stability, tendons are more likely to rub and snap, and over time, that clicking shoulder could turn into a painful one. But when they're strong, everything moves the way it should.
So how do I strengthen them?
You'll need these 2 exercises, both which can be done at home with a resistance band. The first exercise is a banded external rotation. Grab a resistance band and hook it onto something at waist height. A door handle works perfectly. Stand sideways to the anchor point and hold the band with the arm furthest away from it. Have your elbow bent at 90 degrees and tucked in. Then slowly rotate your forearm outward, away from your body, making sure your elbow stays in place the whole time. Slowly return to the start and repeat.
Simple enough. What's the second one?
Band pull-aparts. Hold a resistance band out in front of you at shoulder height, hands about shoulder width apart. Then pull the band apart by moving both arms outward until they're fully by your sides. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, then slowly return and repeat.
How many reps and how often?
Your rotator cuff is a small muscle, so it doesn't need much training. 2 sets of 15 reps for each exercise, 2 times a week.
2 sets of 15 reps, twice a week.
Exactly. And the third and final step is warming up your joints properly before every workout. When your joints are cold, the fluid inside gets thick and slow, which means it's less effective at keeping things moving smoothly. And that means more clicking, more snapping, and a higher chance of injury.
So don't just walk in and start lifting straight away.
Never. That's just a recipe for disaster. Instead, spend at least 5 minutes warming up first. This means doing light exercises like arm circles, shoulder rolls, and even the exercises I showed you earlier.
So to wrap it up, clicking without pain is almost always harmless. It comes from either gas bubbles or tendon snapping, and the fix is adjusting my form, strengthening the rotator cuff, and warming up properly before I lift.
That's exactly it.
Which exercises does your shoulder click on the most? Drop it in the comments. We're curious to find out.